The courtroom is called to order. Judge Van D.B. takes the bench and a case unlike most begins to unfold. Miss Easley, calm yet visibly disappointed, starts her story. She befriended Nicole, a traveling nurse, through neighborhood ties. What began as a favor, babysitting 2 young children, turns into a tale of silence, betrayal, and suspicion.
Support Court with Judge Van Der Bee is now in session. Judge, this is case number JVB1086, Easley case.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You all may be seated. Okay, Miss Easley, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
So I met Nicole about 9 months ago. She normally comes into town when she is here on a traveling assignment, and the lady next door rents out her home to travel nurses. And so over time, we, kind of clicked and we started hanging out. Her children would come over and play with mine, and we just, became really good friends. And so this particular time, she had another assignment somewhere else, and her current nanny wasn't available. And so I offered to keep the kids. I had just finished special agent school, and I had some downtime. So she was like, well, it'll be about 6 weeks, but I probably just need you for the 2 weeks, and my other nanny will come and get the kids. And I said, okay, cool. I told her, a price.
Just 1 week into watching the children, Miss Easley hears nothing. No texts, no calls, no FaceTime check-ins from the mother. Even the children try to reach out. But Nicole has vanished into radio silence. And then, the payment doesn't come. The favor turns into an obligation, and concern turns into confusion.
We kind of made the arrangements, and then over time, after the first week, I didn't hear from her. She didn't.
Wait a minute. So after a week of you having her children, she didn't call you, she didn't check on them, no FaceTime,
I couldn't get her on the phone. I would call, I would send her a text. The kids would even call. I think the 10-year-old has a phone. He even tried to call. She just wasn't available.
And their ages are 10 and
7.
10 and 7. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Boy and girl.
Okay.
Yeah. So after the first week, I was like, okay, well, maybe she's just busy. I know nurses, they work 12-hour days. Cool. The second week came around, I didn't get the next payment. The next payment would have been through Venmo. She didn't send me no money. She didn't send the payment. I still couldn't get her on the phone. So at the time, my fiance had just got back in town, probably a couple days after she had left.
Miss Easley grows uneasy. Her fiance has also gone out of town, and now he isn't answering either. Her instincts, sharpened from training as a special agent, begin to tingle. Something's not right. She checks his location. What she finds: Nicole and her fiancé are in the same state.
And I kind of was telling him about what was going on, and he, was like, well, just give her some time, and, just, to me, nonchalant about it in a way. And so he ended up having to go back out of town for an emergency work trip. And so I remember when he left, that next week when I couldn't get her on the phone again, I happened to just call him, and I couldn't get him on the phone. And I was just like, okay, something isn't right. Mm-hmm. My detectors went off, and
Mine
I was
are
like,
too.
okay. So, so I ended up pulling his location, and I realized they were in the same state.
Oh.
I said, well, maybe that's a coincidence. He travels a lot,
He travels a lot.
He travels a lot.
She travels a lot.
She's a travel nurse. She should only be at the hospital. She shouldn't be anywhere else. But they both travel
who's to say
a lot.
where I should be, but okay.
Well, who's to say you should wait your turn?
And so, so I end up...
Coincidence, maybe. But when she FaceTimes him, he dodges her call. The next morning, she finally gets through. And here's Nicole in the background. Suspicion confirmed. When she questions him, he stumbles through excuses. Nicole later calls with more of the same. She's been busy. She says, work's been crazy. But Miss Easley isn't buying it.
I remember I ended up FaceTiming him, and he didn't answer, which is unusual because he would call every night. He would check in. The communication is never our issue. So once, the next day, now we're probably 2.5 weeks in. I got him on the phone that Wednesday morning, and I happened to hear her in the background.
Mm-hmm. Keep going.
And so I asked, I said, where you at? He said, I'm getting ready to go into a meeting. And I said, oh, okay. I said, oh, okay. And I left it at that.
Oh, wow.
So
I've never held my teacup this long.
So now we're going on now we're 2.5 weeks in. And so I decided to call her again. She ends up calling probably that afternoon. and was like, oh, I'm sorry, you know, I've been working and it's just been crazy at work, and, you know, I'm sorry about the kids. And so I was like, well, where you say you was at again? And she told me where she was at, and I was just like, well, what happened to the nanny?
Miss Easley confronts her. The attitude shifts. Nicole becomes defensive. No money, no replacement nanny, no accountability. Meanwhile, Miss Easley is not only caring for Nicole's kids, she's holding her own family together. With zero support and zero communication, the third week passes. Still no nanny, still no payment, still no plan.
Nanny that was supposed to be coming. And I said, I thought I might have heard Michael in the background. Are you sure? You know, you at work. And she kind of got an attitude and got real defensive. And I said, I'm at work, and, you know, you offered it to the kids, and I'll get you your money, and just.
Oh, the audacity,
yeah.
You're keeping her kids.
All of that.
And you have kids of your own.
Kids of my own.
Wow.
So I have, yeah, and they're older, so I don't, you know, have that problem. So for her to do that, I was like, okay. So then now we're on the third week, no, nanny didn't show up. I still haven't received payment, and I sent her a text. I was like, look, you need to make an arrangement for your children. I did this out of the kindness of my heart. You know, you got to figure out something. Didn't get a response back. So I ended up getting my fiance back on the phone, and we ended up getting into it. And I said, you know, I asked him the same thing. Where you say you was at again? And I said.
Her frustration spills over. She calls her fiance again and uses a little reverse psychology. Tells him Nicole already admitted they were together. He panics, slips up, confesses. They didn't just cross paths, they planned it. Nicole and the fiance were on a trip together, while she left her kids behind.
Well, I talked to Nicole. She said you was with her. I played the reverse psychology thing.
Right.
And he said, huh? Uh-huh. And I said, Nicole said you was with her. You were on a work trip. Did you invite her? And so for him, he was like, well, no, man. She popped up on me. And so he didn't know that I really never spoke to her.
Wait a minute. So he went on a secret rendezvous trip with Nicole here.
They both left.
Didn't. Excuse me.
I don't even know if she
I was speaking. Hold on 1 second. I was speaking to her. I'll get to you in just a minute, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Can't wait.
Yeah, so I don't even know if she really was at work. At this point now, me and him into it, I'm about ready to go drop her kids and my kids off somewhere and get in my car and get on the road. So at this point.
You didn't do that, did you?
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay.
Judge Van de Bee is stunned. 3 weeks in, the children still living with Miss Easley. No financial help. And now, property damage. Broken garage doors, marked up walls, destroyed cabinets. Even the bathroom faucet is hanging off. A special agent by profession, Easley says she had to stop herself from hitting the road and leaving it all behind.
You
Because
kind
I'm
of
a changed
hesitated.
woman. Yeah, I'm a changed
Oh,
woman.
okay. All right.
Yeah, I'm a special agent now, so I have to always think about the things that I do before I do them. you know.
Absolutely.
Right. So, yeah, so that's kind of what happened. And so I'm bringing her here today for non-payment and for the damages that her children caused in my home during their stay.
Okay, so are her children still with you?
They are. She has not came. I can't get in touch with family.
So wait a minute. You have been raising her children all of this time?
All of this time.
No.
Wow. Is there anything else you want me to know? Because Chatterbox over here, she keeps interrupting. So I guess she has a lot she wants to say.
No, just besides, I really just want her to get the kids or find a family, find somebody to come get them. I'm not going to put the children out on the street. You know, that's just not me. But
Then, Nicole gets her turn. Calmly smug, she spins a story of convenience. Claims she paid, just not directly. Claims she and the fiancé simply ended up in the same city. The judge, unimpressed, begins to press. Why pay through a joint account? Why not directly to Miss Easley? The excuses start unraveling fast.
you know, she needs to come get her kids. The damages, they damaged my garage door. They have just been little rugrats and just tearing up the home, markers on the walls, and damaged the cabinets, and the bathroom faucet is hanging off the faucet wall now.
What kind of kids are these?
The toilet is damaged because they would put tissue in there, and then
Probably her
you know,
kids.
It was just a mess. Mine is 14.
And
Okay, is there anything else you want me to know before I move over
No,
to
that's
her?
it for now.
Okay, all right. Now it's your turn.
hi, Judge.
Hi.
I just want to, first of all, say yes, she is a special agent and she uses her job on a daily basis. She wants to be in everybody's business. And
I just have one question though. Was your location really where Michael was?
yes,
Oh,
it was.
so you did run off in the
So
sunset
there
with
was
her
no
man.
pop-up.
Nicole insists it was all a misunderstanding. She says Miss Easley volunteered, acted like it was no problem. But Judge Van de Bee isn't convinced. That doesn't cue you to leave your children there indefinitely. She says, Nicole's responses grow thinner, less believable. The judge has heard it all before.
Don't pop up on people.
Right, you just show up.
No, I was already there. Yes. When he came,
So
I was
y'all
already...
planned this.
No, I didn't plan anything.
So tell me how that came about that you all just so happened to be in the same place.
I am on my assignment, so I'm already stationed to where
Well,
I
we
was.
understand your
And
assignment. We do.
I don't know how he came to be in the same city as mine. I don't know how his job works, but he ended up being in the same city as mine. I have made payments to her. They have a joint account, so it's not my responsibility if he gets the money out before she notices it's there.
That doesn't
but I
make
send my
that
payments.
doesn't make sense. Why would you be making deposits in their joint account
for
if-
keeping the kids.
No. Wouldn't it make sense for you to just give it directly to her?
Well, that was the agreement that I was to send the money through the account, not exchange of any cash.
So did you tell Michael that the money you were depositing were for their kids?
Yes,
I mean, for
they were
your
both
kids,
aware
I'm
of
sorry.
that. They were both aware of what the money was going for. I'm not just going to be sending money to a guy. That makes no sense to me. But yes, I was sending her money. She volunteered to watch the kids.
She volunteered to watch them for a temporary basis,
correct.
not weeks, not months, not to still have them.
Yes, but did she tell you that whenever I would call and tell her that my nanny wasn't available or my contract was extended, that she was like, oh, that's no problem, that's no problem.
Well, I think the only reason she said that is, like she said, she didn't want to put the kids out on the street. That doesn't cue you to say, oh, well, let me just leave my children there, right?
Well, if someone's telling you that's no problem, let them stay, and I'm in a whole...
The facts are now undeniable. Nicole left her kids with another woman for 3 months. Miss Easley, a single mom herself, fed them, housed them, and kept them safe. And now she's stuck with the bill. Judge Van de Bee moves fast. Child support will be ordered.
whole nother state. No, I wouldn't want my kids out on the street. But
so
if
you
she's
took that as,
voluntarily
excuse me,
telling
you
me,
took that as let them stay and stay permanently?
no,
While you and Michael run off in the sunset?
no, my assignment is only 6 weeks.
Okay, but
weeks.
after 6 weeks, you still didn't go back and pick them up?
My assignment got extended, and when we communicated with each other, she said that was fine. It was extended 2 more weeks. I'm not going to leave my kids with someone permanently.
Okay, it sounds like you've done that, and that's the reason that she's here. I mean, we can't necessarily award damages or anything, but you can definitely be placed on child support if your children are going to remain living with her.
They will not.
She's assuming the parental role of them every single day based on what she said.
Voluntarily.
You voluntarily gave them up.
No.
Yes,
I can get my kids.
Yes, you did.
I can get my kids.
Well, it's a little too late for that. You can go pick them up.
Yes.
But as of today, because they've been with her, how long have they been with you now at this point?
Now 3rd month.
3 months? 3 months? And they've been living with you?
I've been feeding, caring.
And you're still on assignment?
I am.
Okay,
My
you
assignment
came.
ends
You
next week.
obviously came here to waste my time because you are definitely going to be paying her some sort of support.
In
Now,
addition to what I've been paying her,
What
how much have you been paying her?
she gets $250 a week.
$250 a week for a 10-year-old and a 7-year-old?
Yes.
She's blowing that in 2 days on groceries.
Yes, but that's what she wanted. That's what she...
Yeah, you came here to waste my time. You playing baby games. No, we're not going to do this. What we are going to do is put you on child support. Since your children have been living with her this entire time, she's been taking care.
Nicole claims she only paid $250 a week. But the judge calculates the reality. With a $90,000 salary and full-time responsibility shifted to Miss Easley, the court sets child support at $14,107 per month. Nicole tries to argue, but the judge shuts it down. This isn't a game, and now there's talk of a pregnancy. The betrayal runs deep.
Care of them. It doesn't seem like you have any intentions on coming back after your assignment keeps getting extended.
But I'm getting them next week.
Right. On an extended assignment.
Right.
Right.
But I have a nanny.
Okay, well, when you get them back, then you can come back to court and say something different. But until then, I want to make sure that she is at least getting some sort of financial support, because you haven't gotten them before now. You're only saying that because you're in court today. I've seen that before. You have to know, I've heard that song and dance. Yeah, that's not going to work. So, how much money do you make a year?
$90,000.
Okay. $90,000 a year, you sent her? Nothing. $250 a week. How much is health insurance?
$250 a month.
And you're paying that, correct?
Correct.
All right. So, your gross is $7,250. You have 2 children. Do you have any other children outside of these 2?
No, I do not.
All right. So that brings your net to $5,667.87. We take that number by 25%. That brings your monthly child support to $1,417. And I gave you credit to your $250 health insurance.
What was
That sounds
the number?
about right.
Did you need me to repeat it or say it
Yes,
louder?
please.
Okay, it's $1,417 per month.
But the kids won't be with her.
Well, they are for now, and they have been for the past 3 months. And your assignment with your assignment with your job got extended. So until you pick them up, that's what the situation will be. Now, if you decide to go pick them up and you keep them, right, don't take them back to her.
You came here to waste my time, but I'm not here to play baby games. Until you pick up your children, you'll be paying for them because right now, she's the only parent they've got.